Coming to you live tonight from Long Island as the New York Islanders look to take down the Montreal Canadiens. I'm Bill Peterson, bringing you all the play-by-play coverage with Mike Weiss providing your color commentary.
I'm looking forward to this matchup tonight. The retooled Islanders can really score. The Canadiens play a very tough defense. Should be a good one.
Banner after banner after banner behind the Bell Center to remind the Montreal Canadiens what they are questing for year after year. A coveted Stanley Cup.
Tradition doesn't win championships. The Canadiens, with their glory past, need to learn from it and take it to the ice night in and night out. The Canadiens have done well over the last 10 games. I hope they can keep it going tonight.
And now, your New York Islanders! At center, number 79, Alexei Yashin. At left wing, number 15, Brad His-Mister. Right wing, number 37, Mark Perry. On defense, number 3, Adrian O'Connor. And number 4, Roman Hammerley. And in goal, number 35, Chris Osgood.
The Islanders have a winning record over the past 10 games. Let's see if they can keep winning.
The New York Islanders are looking to improve from a good performance last year. The rest of the NHL better watch out for the Isles.
With the physical brand of hockey that the New York Islanders bring to the rink, the rest of the NHL's packing extra ice for when they face the Isles next. Even though he's just scratching at his natural ability to play the game, Zednik has impressed the league with his speed and ability to stay low to the ice to avoid losing the puck. An exciting player on the ice, Yashin often moves through 2 or 3 players to score a goal. He skates well and can dart in and out of traffic to open up scoring lanes for himself and his teammates.
It looks like the referee is ready for the opening faceoff. Yashin sends it back over to Hammerlick. Zednik makes a long pass over to Petrov. Surek sends it to the left wing. Zednik passes it off to Koivu. Saved by Osgood.
Osgood hangs on to most shots. He doesn't give up many rebounds.
Can you walk us through that sequence, Mike?
Osgood uses the blocker for what it was intended, sending the puck away.
Face-off to the right of Osgood. It's intercepted. Parrish brings the puck up, carries it past the red line. And he's checked by Petrov. That was a hard hit. Intercepted. Brisebois passes to the defenseman. Sure brings the puck up through the zone. Zednik brings it over the blue line. Passed back over to Koivu. Brisebois passes it over to the left wing. Zednik sends it up to the center. Akoy makes a long pass over to Kavasha. Takes it past the red line. Carries it past the blue line. Pekka sends it to the left wing. What a save! Play stops as he covers the puck. When the rest of the defense fails, it's nice to have this guy to fall back on. Theodore has the most shutouts of any NHL goalie with 8. Let's take a look at that again.
Theodore reaches the glove out and makes the save.
This faceoff is left of the goalie. Perreault passes it over to the left wing. He takes the backhand shot. That was a great stop by Theodore. Face off to the left of Theodore. He passes it to McKay. Brings the puck through the zone. He passed. Oh, it's intercepted. Weimer carries it over the blue line. He takes the... Gets the goal. Torres gets the goal.
You know, it's not very often this goalie lets one in like that.
The New York Islanders break the scoreless tie. Let's see that again from a different angle.
You know, that shot is normally out of his range, but hey, it goes in, the light goes on, and there you go. He went top shelf on that one all the way.
New York Islanders goal scored by number 16, Rafael
Travers passes it, broken up by Korolev.
Assist to number
Torres
28.
brings it over the red line.
Jason Weimer. And to number 2.
We're going to see a roughing penalty on Quintal.
And we got a power play coming up here, Bill.
Oh, I'm sure that wasn't in the coach's game plan.
Quintal, just like all players, doesn't agree with the call.
We're going to have a face-off to the right of Theodore.
Montreal penalty
Yasha
to number
sends it over to the right wing.
Stefan Quintal, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 4
Set back
minutes.
to Parrish. He lets the backhand shot go. If they have any chance of taking this game, he's got to continue to make stops like that. Face-off to the right of Theodore. Okoye passes it to the right wing. Brings it past the red line. Isbister takes it past the blue line. Hammerlin sends it over to the right wing. Another great short-handed save. And he takes a wrist shot. He makes the save. Theodore moves it over to Sure. They get caught offsides.
Now, the Islanders have a lot of potential. They just need everything to come together for them.
Kilger sends it off to Traverse. Gilmore brings it over the blue line. Penalty over. Vicious check by Webb. Kilger carries it past the red line. Cairns passes it to the right wing. Webb sends it to Blake. Bates brings it past the blue line. Rive sends it in front to Markov. Cherkovsky carries it over the red line. Webb sends it to the left wing. Gulas takes the puck up. Passes it to Rive. He passes it on to Cherkovsky. Checked hard by Weimer. Gulas breaks up the play. Carries it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Save by Osgood. Lapointe passes it to Weimer. Rive slides it over to Daco. Takes it past the red line. Sends it back to the defenseman. Rive sends it over to the right wing. Brings it over the red line. Carries it over the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. That was a great stop by Osgood.
The 2001-2002 season was the first time in 8 years that the Isles have made it to the playoffs.
We're going to have a face-off to the right of Osgood. Pekka sends it in front over to Cairns. Gavasha brings it past the red line. Takes it past the blue line. Perreault moves it back to Surrey. He slides it over to McKay. Takes the puck up through the zone. Audette brings it past the blue line. He gets knocked off the puck with a check by Pekka. Face-off to the right of Osgood. Gilmore sends it back over to Markov. Yashin brings the puck up. carries it past the blue line. He takes a snapshot. He's got no problem making the save. Rive sends it up over to Gilmore. Passes it to Tackle. He moves it to Kilger. And he takes a wrist shot. And he covers up. Impressive goaltending is nothing new for this guy. Theodore leads all goalies and wins with 32. Hey, Mike, take us through the replay.
Theodore is really using the glove well here.
We're going to have a face-off to the right of Osgood. Janssen passes it to Torres. Lapointe carries it past the red line. Penalty on the New York Islanders.
The upcoming power play could change the outlook of this game, Bill.
New York Islanders penalty to number 16, Rafi Torres. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes, 4 seconds.
Zednik brings the... Scatchard intercepts the pass. Brisebois plays it up to the center. Koivu passes it over to the left wing. Zednik intercepted. Sure sends it to Koivu. Sends it over to Petrov. And he takes a wrist shot. Knocked down in front by Osgood. Mike, I think that this game is showing us the offensive strength of the Islanders.
The Islanders are an offensive powerhouse. Let's see how many they score today.
This faceoff is left of the goalie. And he takes a wrist shot. That was a huge save by Osgood. Quintal passes it to the right wing. Audette brings it over the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. With saves like that, you hardly notice they are a man down. The penalty has now expired. Markov sends it to the left wing. Bone-crushing hit by Lapointe. And he takes a wrist shot. He isn't letting the shooter see any daylight behind him at all.
Chris Osgood has had some trouble during the postseason. He has a new address now, so maybe the change of scenery will help. But he has to show he can carry a team deep into the playoffs.
Take it away, Mike.
Osgood reaches the glove out and makes the save.
This faceoff is left of the goalie. He relays it over to Torres. carries it over the red line. He sends it back to Hammerlich. He lets the slap shot go. He gave up his body to make that save.
Theodore's .919 save percentage in 1999-2000 tied Ev Belfour and Dominik Hasek for the league lead. He was the NHL's third-ranked goalie with 5 shutouts.
The replay should give us a better look.
Theodore is a great goaltender, as shown in his goals against average.
Face-off to the right of Theodore. And they get one in the net.
You know, that goal usually keeps his team in games, so that goal is somewhat surprising.
Score a big goal for the home team. A short distance by Bates.
And folks, the goalie had 0 time to react on that one.
New York Islanders
Juno
goal
brings the puck to the zone.
unassisted by number 17.
McCoy breaks up the play.
Sean Bates.
Takes it past the red line.
Time of the goal, 14 minutes.
Tchaikovsky
57
carries it over the
seconds.
blue line. He takes the slap shot. Oh, when it goes off the post. Mike, can you shed some light on that last play?
Plays like that make this a game of inches, Bill.
We've got a face-off to the left of Osgood. Bates passes it over to Webb. Theodore logged a nice save there, Mike.
Jose Theodore really came into his own last year. He could work on his ability to spring up after a save, especially since he gets caught flopping on the ice. Experience as a top netminder is going to help his consistency.
Yashin takes the puck up. Brings it over the red line. He lets the slap shot go. Save by Theodore. Janssen passes over to Timander. He passes it over to Yashin. Markov takes the puck up through the zone. Gilmore passes it off over to Dackel. Markov takes it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. With saves like that, it could be a long night for them. As this game is proving, Mike, the team to watch for and exciting scoring are the Islanders.
The Islanders are a very offensive-minded team. I hope the other team's defense is ready.
Face off to the left of Osgood. Lapointe makes a long pass to Torres.
The Islanders are still learning how to use their size to their advantage. They have some young guys who will hopefully learn to throw their weight around.
We've got a face-off to the left of Theodore. He passes it up the center. Sure sends it up to the center. Koivu brings the puck up. Brings it past the blue line. Centering pass over to Zednik. Brisebois sends it to his defenseman. Pekka brings it past the red line. The whistle blows for offside. Well, some teams will beat themselves if you wait long enough, but not the Islanders.
The Islanders don't take many penalties. They're a very disciplined team.
Juno moves it back over to Quintal. He passes it on over to Tchaikovsky. Osgood sends it back to the defenseman.
1 minute
Hammerman
remaining
passes
in the first
over to
period.
Scatcherd. Pekka moves it to Gavasha. Quintal sends it off over to Juno. Carries it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Knocked away by the blocker. Play stops as the goalie covers up. Gulas just gets robbed by Osgood. Face off to the left of Osgood. And he's checked, but it's intercepted. Webb brings the puck up through the zone. The New York Islanders lead with 2 periods to play, 2-0. Hey, Mike, any stats jump out at you after one?
The Islanders have the lead, Bill, even though they don't have a power play advantage. The Canadiens are spending too much time on defense, Bill, as reflected by shots on goal. The Islanders have been playing physical and scoring goals. That's what wins you hockey games.
We're ready to start up the next period. Koivu carries it past the red line. He passes back to the defenseman. Vicious check by Souray. Boy, he makes the hard saves look easy. Brisebois sends it over to the right wing. Petrov carries it over the red line. Yashin sends it over to Parrish. That was a hard hit by Koivu. And he takes the step shot. Zednik passes it over to Brisebois. He passes it to the left wing. Zednik brings it over the blue line. He sends the puck back over to Koivu. He takes the backhand shot. Gloved out of the air. Oh my goodness. That happened so fast, I need to see it again.
You can see on the replay how the puck hits the post and caroms away.
We've got a face-off to the left of Osgood. Osgood slides it over to Janssen. Gavasha takes it past the red line. And he takes a wrist shot. That's stopped. Keeps this game within reach. We're going to see a roughing penalty on Quintal.
And it looks like they're going to get a power play opportunity off of this one, Bill.
Quintal hits a season milestone in penalty minutes with 50. Face-off to the left of Theodore.
Montreal
Yashin
penalty
sends
to
it back
number
over to
5,
O'Coin.
Stefan Quintal, 2 minutes for roughing.
Moves it
Time
back
of the
to
penalty,
Parrish.
2 minutes, 39 seconds.
Koivu brings the puck to the zone. Passes over to the left wing. Parrish brings it over the red line. O'Coin sends it up to his Bister. Plays it up to the center. Interception by Saray. Hammerlin passes it over to the left wing. Isbister brings it past the red line. McKay passes it to Koivu. Carries it past the red line. O'Coin sends it to Yashin. Takes the puck up. O'Coin passes it to the right wing. Penalty over. Torres passes it over to Korolev. Takes it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Save made by Theodore. McKay takes the puck up through the zone. Koivu carries it over the blue line. Rive gets it over to Markov. Takes it past the red line. Osgood passes it off over to Pekka. Scatchard sends it over to the right wing. Carries it over the red line. Carries it past the blue line. Gilmore sends it to the left wing. Kilger brings it past the blue line. He passes it back to Tackle. Checked hard by Scatchard. Rive moves it back over to Markov. Kelger passes to Gilmore. Teamander makes a long pass over the base. Webb brings it over the blue line. Gets it over to the left wing. Cherkovsky brings the puck up. Blake brings it over the red line. Gilmore passes it over to the left wing. Goulas takes it past the blue line. We're going to see a penalty on the New York Islanders.
And that will get them an extra attacker. Oh, now that was a really bad time to take a penalty.
New York Islanders penalty to
Perreault
number
passes
33.
to McKay.
Eric
Brings it past the
Cares.
red line.
2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 9 seconds.
Audette moves it to Perreault. Brings the puck through the zone. Quintal passes it to the right wing. Carries it past the red line. Theodore sends it off to Markov. Perreault sends it to the left wing. McKay takes it past the red line.
Well, this fight should be a good one. We got two guys fighting with similar styles. He really fought hard, Bill. That should inspire his team.
New York Islanders penalty to number 27, Michael.
And he takes a wrist shot.
5-minute major for fighting. And Montreal penalty to number 21, Randy McKay. 5-minute major.
The penalty is
for
over,
fighting.
and both teams are
Time
at
of the
full
penalty,
strength.
11 minutes.
And he takes a wrist
44
shot.
seconds.
That's an easy save for him. Bone-crushing hit by Janssen. Theodore sends it to his defenseman. He gets knocked off the puck with a check by Yashin. Petrov carries it over the blue line. Okoye sends it over to Isbister. Carries it over the red line. Parrish carries it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Great save! He's taken up where he left off last period. Intercepted. Save! Theodore loves that shot out of the air. Brisebois brings the puck up through the zone. Goulas brings it past the blue line. He lets the backhand check go. Saved by Osgood. The New York Islanders are looking to win tonight with this lead. Mike, any other info about them you can share with us?
Heavy hitting and standing people up at the blue line will keep the Islanders in the hunt this season.
We've got a face-off to the left of Osgood. Yashin passes it over to Kvasha. Takes the puck up. Scatcherd brings it over the red line. Yashin slides it to Timander. He takes the slap shot. What a save! Theodore passes to the defenseman. Kilger sends it in front over to Travers. Gilmore brings it past the red line. And he takes a wrist shot. Timander just gets robbed by Theodore. We're going to have a face-off to the right of Osgood. Lapointe brings the puck up, brings it over the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. That was a great save. Audette sends it up over to Perrault. Carries it past the red line. Takes it past the blue line. He passes it to the left. What a goal! Sednick scores off the wrist shot.
He looks like a man whose players are finally doing what he asked them to do.
Zednik scores on a breakaway, rubbing in the fact that his opponents gave him an offensive advantage.
Montreal goal scored by number 20.
Sends it over to Blake.
Zednik. Assist.
And he takes a wrist shot. Nice save. Theodore just got his glove on the puck.
Audette. Time of goal, 16 minutes, 15 seconds.
Blake can't believe he didn't score there. What a great save. This faceoff is to the right of the goalkeeper. And he scores on the faceoff.
I'll tell you, folks, to score in this goal is a real accomplishment.
Oh, they're exploiting their home ice advantage now. A quick snapshot by Bates.
And that one bounced right in off the goalie and into the net. Oh yeah, baby, there's dancing in the streets and on the ice.
New York Islanders goal scored unassisted by number 17, Sean Bay.
Takes it past the red line. Carries it over the blue line.
17 minutes, 10 seconds.
Goulas passes it to Juno. Carries it over the red line. Carries it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. They keep blasting away, but he keeps making the saves. Hammerlin passes it to Webb. Juno passes it off to Tchaikovsky. Brings it past the blue line. Sends it back to the defenseman. Travers sends it over to the right wing. Markov passes it over to the left wing. Goulas passes over to Tchaikovsky. He lets the slap shot go. Oh, Osgood loves that shot out of the air.
1 minute.
Webb brings the puck up through the zone. Juno brings it over the red line. Dackel takes it past the blue line. Rivet passes over to Kilger. He plays it back over to Markov.
Chris Osgood is a 3-time All-Star and a 2-time winner of the Jennings Trophy, which is given to the goaltender who has allowed the fewest goals.
Hey, Mike, show us the play again, will you?
Osgood uses the glove to wipe away that shot.
Brings it over the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Oh, and he blocks the shot. And he takes a wrist shot. That was a great stop by Osgood. And he takes a wrist shot. As we end two, it's a lead for the New York Islanders, 3-1. Tell us the story after two, Mike.
The Islanders have the lead. Let's see if they can convert more of their opportunities. The Canadiens have been protecting their goal too much. They need to focus on their offense now. The Islanders are playing a physical game. It's got their team's momentum high.
The referee will drop the puck for the next period. Yashin sends it back to the defenseman. Janssen carries it past the blue line. Parrish moves it to his Bister. Save by Theodore. He passes back to the defenseman. Zednik brings it past the play is broken up by O'Coin. Petrov carries it over the blue line. Passes to Zednik. Parrish sends it off over to Yashin. Brings it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Save! It's intercepted by Parrish. Sent back to O'Coin. Takes it past the red line. Petrov passes it over to Koivu. Hammerlin sends it in front over to O'Coin. He takes the backhand shot. Parrish plays it up to the center. Yashin takes the puck up through the zone. Hammerlin slides it over to Isbister. Brings the puck up. Yashin carries it over the red line. Quintal sends it up over to Audette. Takes it past the blue line. And they go offside. The New York Islanders are leading here. Mike, tell us a little more about that.
Scoring won't be a problem for the Islanders as they finished in the top 10 in goals scored over the past few seasons.
Sends it to the left wing. Gavasha brings it over the red line. Perreault takes the puck up. Pekka passes it to Janssen. He passes it up the center. Kilger carries it. Teamander intercepts the pass. Markov sends it over to Rive. Gavasha sends it back to Pekka. He centers the puck. Passes over to the left wing. He lets the backhand shot go. Saved by Theodore. The Montreal Canadiens have definitely struggled at times. Any thoughts on that?
Everybody knows the Canadiens can stop the puck, but what these guys need is a boost on offense.
Face-off to the right of Theodore. Oh, it's intercepted. Dackle takes it past the red line. Weimer passes it to the right wing. Torres brings the puck to the zone. Brings it over the blue line. Kilger passes it over to Gilmore. Cairns sends it back over to Korolev. Torres passes it off to Lapointe. Weimer carries it over the blue line. He was wrong. Theodore just got his glove on the puck. He sends it up the center. That was a great stop by Theodore. Quintal passes it over to the left wing. Boulis passes to Tchaikovsky. Blake passes over to Webb. Gilmore carries it over the red line. Looks like we're going to see a penalty here.
And it looks like they're going to get a power play opportunity off of this one, Bill. You know, I don't think the coach wanted to see this.
New York Islanders penalty to number 17, Sean Bates, 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 7 minutes, 9 seconds.
Sure moves it to Petrov. Brisebois sends it over to the right wing. Koivu sends it to his defenseman. He passes it over to Petrov. Passed back over to Sure. Brisebois passes it to the right wing. Petrov brings it past the red line. Long pass to Zednik. The penalty is over, and both teams are at full strength. That's going to get him a penalty for roughing.
And we got a power play coming up here, Bill.
Oh, I'm sure that wasn't in the coach's game plan.
You know, in that last play, Bill, I think he got a little bit overzealous.
We're going to have a face-off to the right of Osgood.
New York Islanders penalty
Offside.
to number 15, Brad Isbister.
The New York Islanders have the advantage right now in this game. Are there any other things our viewers should know about this team?
A potent offense is what the New York Islanders use to propel them into the 2002 postseason. They're hoping this group of talented forwards will lead them there year after year.
Perreault carries it past the blue line. What a save by Osgood. Markov sends it off over to McKay. Audette sends it to Perreault. He keeps protecting that lead with great saves. McKay sends it over to the right wing. Audette sends it up to the center. Perreault passes it to the right wing. He lets one of those by, and this could be a game again. The Montreal Canadiens are trailing. In general, Mike, what does this team need to improve this year?
Folks, this is a quick team. They need to use that speed more to their advantage.
Face off to the left of Osgood. Koivu passes to the defenseman. He takes the slap shot. And he takes a wrist shot. Surek moves it back to Brisebois. The penalty is over, and both teams are at full strength. Sends it back to the defenseman. And he's checked by McKay. He passes back to the defenseman. He takes the backhand shot. Koivu intercepted by Scatchard. Isbister passes it over to Pekka. Teamander plays it up to the center. Brisebois brings the puck up through the zone. Pass to Audette. The New York Islanders are leading here. Mike, tell us a little more about them.
Heavy hitting and standing people up at the blue line will keep the Islanders in the hunt this season.
Perreault slides it to Traverse. Gets it over to the left. Akoy breaks up the play.
Now the Islanders have a lot of potential. They just need everything to come together for them.
We've got a face-off to the left of Osgood. Vicious check by Hammerlick. The New York Islanders are looking to win tonight with this lead. Mike, any other info about them you can share with us?
A potent offense is what the New York Islanders used to propel them into the 2002 postseason. They're hoping this group of talented forwards will lead them there year after year.
This faceoff is left of the goal. Weimer sends it over to the right wing. Torres brings it over the red line. Lapointe sends it to the left wing.
One lucky fan will get to drive the Zamboni at the end of the season.
The Montreal Canadiens
Enter
have
our
definitely
Drive the
struggled at
Zamboni
times.
drawing.
Any thoughts on that?
Entry booths are located
Face
on
off
the
to the left of
promenade
Osgood.
and the lower level.
Koivu sends it to his defenseman. Deflected out front by Osgood. Tonight's game shows you that you won't see many costly errors from a team like the Islanders.
The Islanders don't spend much time in the penalty box. They're a disciplined team who don't let their emotions land them in the box.
He sends it back to Petrov. He plays it up to the center. Koivu sends it back to Rivet. He passes it up the center. Weimer brings it past the blue line. Hopefully, he can keep making saves like that, and maybe one of his teammates will help him out on the offensive end. Zednik takes the puck up through the zone. Koivu takes it past the blue line. Shot fired. It deflects off the goalie, and it's in.
Oh, yeah, a little justification for the old coach and his strategy, eh?
I don't think he's that old, Mike. Koivu was all alone with the goalie because the defender had to commit and choose someone else.
Oh, man, he used the goalie like a backboard on that one. And that's as excited as I've seen this team in a while.
Montreal goal scored
Gilmore
by
sends
number
it up to
11,
Kilger.
Saku Koivu. Assist to number 20.
He passes it to the
Richard
left wing.
Zednik. Time of goal.
He centers it over to
15
Dackel.
minutes,
Gilmore
30
moves
seconds.
it back to Quintal. Okoye, it's intercepted. Takes the puck up. The New York Islanders are leading here. Mike, tell us a little more about that.
Scoring won't be a problem for the Islanders as they finished in the top 10 in goals scored over the past few seasons.
It can be a real advantage to win the majority of faceoffs late in the game. Yashin centers it to his mister. That save keeps them down only 1 goal. He lets the backhand check go. He must have puck magnets in that glove. Perreault sends it to the left wing. McKay carries it past the red line. Osgood sends it over to Janssen. Broken up by Surrey. Osgood passes it over to Timander. Brings the puck up. He sends the puck back to Janssen. Parrish brings it over the blue line. He's going to hurt someone with hits like that. Goulas brings the puck to the zone. Yashin sends it back to the defenseman. Okoye moves it over to Bates. Carries it over the blue line. Checked hard by Tchaikovsky. Passes over to the left wing, and he takes a risk. Perreault intercepts the pass. Okoye passes it over to Bates. Brings the puck up through the zone. Tchaikovsky carries it over the red line. Cairns sends it to his defenseman. Korolev passes it off to Webb. Perreault passes it to the right wing. The New York Islanders get the win by a score of 3-2. Wrap this game up for us, Mike.
You know, you really have to have discipline to win those close games, and they showed it. The Canadiens remain in first place in the Eastern Conference playoff race.
Let's go back to the studio for Sports Center. Good night, everybody, from the Nassau Coliseum.
And now, for the 3 stars of the game, the number 3 star, Richard Zednik. The number 2 star, Rafi Torres. The number 1 star, Sean Bates.